hard time getting over it. Oh. Even when you know it was coming, well, I knew from the beginning, really. Could see it on the doctor's face that there wasn't much of a chance. But you hope, don't you? I mean, that's what keeps human beings going, I think. Just hope.
Yes, I'm sure you're right.
Well, thanks for walking with me. I just needed to get out of there. It's the sympathy. I know people mean to be kind. I know that. But you don't need it. Sometimes I just want to yell out. Stop looking at me like that. And those eyes, so full of pity, full of confusion, what to do, what to say, how to handle it. Well, and I know they just want to be somewhere else. Well, stop pitying me. And can't we just shut up, everybody, really? So we could just sit here in silence and think our own thoughts. Well, I sound awful, ungrateful.
No, not at all. I mean, there's no manual, is there? They say there's different stages to grieving, but really, we're all just making it up as we go along. Now should be able to be a time where you can handle it how you want to, but it just never seems quite possible.
Thank you. Thank you for that. You just seem to read my mind.
Well, they're so blooming polite, so buttoned up, and they expect the same from everybody else. Don't you sometimes just want to scream?
Yes, I want to scream and rail, well, and run away too, far, far away. But then I just think I'm being selfish, and I need to consider others, others that cared for her too.
Oh, yes.
I'm so sorry. You must be upset too, and I am being selfish.
No, absolutely fine. I want you to feel free to be yourself, to do exactly what you need to do. And say,
Well, it is so much easier with a stranger, you see. Well, I'm sorry. I know you're not really a stranger. I mean, you can't be, but I don't know you, do I? And it was just so immensely kind of you to just scoop me up as you did and give me this little break. It was overpowering in there, overwhelming. It's just like that nightmare you have when everybody's speaking, but you can't hear a word they say. Just these big, giant mouths closing in on you and moving in, but you can't fight them off.
would you like to sit for a bit?
Oh, no, I'm fine out here. In the fresh air, all the dizziness is gone. I can breathe again. I feel, for the first time since she died, that I am alone, and I can just start to deal with it. Did you know her?
Well, no, not really, but I wanted to pay you my respects.
Well, that's so very kind. She had such wonderful friends. Well, and she deserved them too. She was such a lady. And she was a lady, a real lady. Putting others first, all of her charity work, lifting people up. Oh, she was a wonderful woman. And I loved her very, very deeply.
And you must celebrate that. It's a marvelous thing to have had a long and loving marriage, to have cared for each other, to have taken that strength and to support others too. It's a wonderful, a lovely thing.
Well, I must be getting back. People will be wondering.
Yes, I'm sure they've ought to have missed you by now.
And it's been such a help. Kindness of strangers. Sometimes that's all you need. And the fresh air. And the greenery. I can breathe again.
Well, good luck with your family and with, well, you know, life. It'll be a different one than you're used to, but your past made you who you are today.
Goodbye, my dear. Hope to see you again sometime.
Bye. I'm always impressed by fitness.
What?
I said I'm always impressed by fitness.
Yeah.
I mean to start a proper fitness campaign, but I just never do it. Are you just out jogging on your own?
Well, I don't have the energy to chat, so there's not much point bringing a friend.
No, I suppose not.
Oh, need to get on.
Yes, sorry. I won't hold you up.
I've had it today, actually. I never enjoyed this, but today I'm rebelling. Enough. I'm not a natural jogger. Never have been. So there, I'm sitting down. I officially give up.
Well, it's a free country. Have a seat if you want to.
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to force yourself to do this? There are other ways to get fit, and I don't really think we're meant to do things that we hate. Have you tried swimming? I heard that's supposed to be good.
Yeah, I quite like swimming.
Well, there you go. Do 20 lengths. I'm sure that'll be just fine.
Well, it would be a start, I suppose.
Anyway, relax your muscles, catch your breath, and you'll be good to go when you catch your second wind.
Are you just out for a picnic then?
Kind of, just having a snack. I was just at a funeral, actually.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, not at all. It was a lovely service. Respectful and thoughtful. I thought the vicar was really good, almost as if he knew her. I think it's really, really clever when they do that.
Do what?
Well, they act like they knew the person when they probably never even met. They make it heartfelt and personal. I've met a few wonderful vicars in my time, especially the women I find. Not many people go to church these days.
Well, I've never really thought about it. I mean, I certainly don't go.
Exactly. See, well, I am a churchgoer, and it's very meaningful to me when people are dispatched with a proper service. It rounds it off very neatly to have a proper farewell.
Yeah, well, in that case, I'm sure today was really helpful for you then. Cathartic.
Well, I do like proper hymns and readings. Abide with Me has always been one of my favorites. Oh, help the helpless, oh Lord, abide with me. Oh Lord, abide with me. I hate it when they just play records, and some are so inappropriate. This one time, I actually heard them play Burn, Baby, Burn at a service once. I mean, it may very well have been their favorite song, but you've got to have some discretion, don't you think? Oh boy.
Oh, well, was it somebody close?
Who? just me and the vicar there, so it's a kindness, really. You'd be amazed at how many people are sent off to the next life all alone. I'm alone.
Oh. Sorry about that. I expect it's difficult to fill the time when you live in an empty house. I mean, I'm in a relationship again now, which is great.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's not exactly the boy of my dreams, if you want the honest truth, but sometimes you get desperate. No, I didn't mean it like that. Not at all. He's not just anybody. I'm not that awful, and I do like him. I don't know. I'm just not sure it's for the long haul. He's got a lot of annoying habits. I think I might just explode and throw him out at some point.
Well, I just met a lovely man who had adored his wife. It was so wonderful hearing him talk about her. She's dead now. That's the funeral I was just at. Lovely service. Fantastic flowers. She must have been very, very loved.
Don't you think it's a bit weird?
What do you mean?
Just going to funerals? I mean, it is a bit of a peculiar thing to do, especially when you didn't even know the person. All right, fair enough if no one else is going to be there, but this, she had lots of friends. God, that's what you're eating, isn't it? The funeral tea? Okay, how could you do that? You didn't even know her.
Well, after the church, they say, would you like to join us? And if not, the service sheet is going to say, the family would like to invite.
Okay, you are seriously strange. I can definitely tell you live on your own. Oh, is that how you save on the shopping then? Just nip to a quick funeral and then go and steal the food? I think that is disgusting. Disgraceful. Oh, I am out of here, you pervert. And were you eyeing up that poor old man as well? Oh, catch him while he's weak and susceptible to your influence? Coffin chaser, you weirdo! Oh, you talk about me using my boyfriend? At least he's living with me. At least he's getting somewhere to stay. There is something in it for him, you know. No, I'm not a user. You just freeload. That's what. Disgusting.